They'll start on the ground here on first down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, this defense for the Rams, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Back to throw again. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got it inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And they'll try the option on first and goal.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Rams are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking deep downfield.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got the connection to Cooper.
Second and 6.
In motion left comes Williams. Second and 6. And And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one good for 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. It's the fullback.
His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
The slot man in motion right. Second and 11.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Second and 9 now.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Jameson Williams
with career touchdown number 75.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you're trying to force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
A great effort there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season.
And the Lions have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. A beautiful fake. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 62 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Back to throw now on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Williams, a man in motion right. They'll look to throw again.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A very solid gain of 27.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. So as they take it over, we step aside. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Rams are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Now a first carry for their fullback.
And he'll wind up picking up about 4, as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Rams will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right.
This will be caught downfield by Moore.
The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
And he's got room. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb.
And got his man complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
He finds his man complete. It's Porter.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Dancing to his left. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 37 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
91 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Rams are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this...
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jameson Williams.
79 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to look deep for more. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play there for L.A. And even 40 yards. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. They'll set up a throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked by Jeff Okudah.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. They're going to try and throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to look deep for more. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
They begin this drive with Chubb, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll set up to throw. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42. Handoff comes to Chubb. And even 100 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Second down, here's Chubb again. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They run it again with Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A run for Nick Chubb. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Chubb is into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I'm sure the message as they come out onto the field was, hey, take care of the football, because the fumble last possession led to a touchdown. Still a 3-score game, though.
You don't want things to start to snowball. You know, one error leads to another, which leads to another. And then all of a sudden you're fighting for your life down the stretch instead of finishing the game in style, which is what they're trying to do on this drive.
That would be a pretty amazing comeback. But we've seen crazier things happen in the National Football League.
We certainly have.
A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Slot man moves right. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Flush to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. In motion left comes Williams. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. 142 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And again, it's Chubb. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now back to throw. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. Well, Charles, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
So for Detroit, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.